Ancient parchments reveal mysterious symbols that speak of divine secrets and hidden legacies. The Testament Codex, a relic steeped in biblical truths, emerges as a beacon bridging ancient wisdom with today's world. This tale of suspense and destiny intertwines faith and adventure. An epic journey unfolds now. The scene expands across a global tapestry of history and faith. Shadows of Vatican archives, the ancient majesty of Cairo's churches, and the sacred ruins of Jerusalem merge with timeless Ethiopian monasteries. Every location breathes mystery, drawing the curious into a realm where secrets of the past stir a legacy. In a fateful twist, Professor Elizabeth Marton uncovers the first glowing fragment amid a chilling murder. The chosen guardians, Professor Marton, Father Thomas, the devoted priest, an ex-thief, twin archaeologists, a dedicated historian, a steadfast nun, and a keen photographer, are drawn together by destiny with purpose. Across cobblestone alleys and under ancient skies, the narrative unfolds with peril and promise. Shadows from a cryptic syndicate pursue the guardians, as Professor Marton's discovery ignites forgotten prophecies. The relentless chase through narrow passages and echoing ruins accentuates a deep internal struggle, merging adrenaline with spiritual fervor. As danger rises, every heartbeat mirrors the pulse of history, forcing each guardian to confront both mortal risks and the profound burden of divine destiny. Their souls ignite in the quest eternally. Through heart-pounding chases on ancient rooftops and into hidden chambers, the guardians are relentlessly pursued by dark forces. The narrative weaves personal revelations with a perilous pursuit, as each step into obscurity deepens the mystery of the Codex. In dangerous moments, shadowed by uncertainty, faith becomes both shield and weapon, urging them onward in a quest that challenges the limits of human courage. Their unwavering resolve shines through every trial. As the journey unfolds, the narrative promises revelations that challenge every notion of belief. Ancient secrets and modern perils converge into a single quest, where destiny and faith are intertwined. The stage is set for an epic adventure, one that invites every soul to search for divine truth. Prepare for wonder. In the heart of an ancient university, the museum rested in silence. Ethereal moonlight spilled into the room, casting long shadows over the revered artifacts. But tonight, tranquility was shattered. Alarms pierced the night air, and crimson lights flashed, casting an ominous glow over the walls. Professor Elizabeth Marton, driven by instinct, raced through the corridors. Her breath caught as she stumbled upon a scene of chaos. Shattered glass lay beneath her feet, and before her, the still form of Professor Wells sprawled on the floor. In his lifeless hand was a golden key, glinting in the chaos around them. Elizabeth's mind whirled as she clutched the key, retreating to her office, a sanctuary of knowledge. Here, with pages of ancient texts strewn about, she connected the cryptic artifact to the mysterious Book of Daniel, theorizing its connection to the elusive seventh seal. Her computer screen flickered, overlaying ancient symbols with the urgency of a half-forgotten prophecy. Roused by a sudden ring, Elizabeth answered the phone, breaking the room's silence. The mysterious voice on the line identified themselves only as a guardian, one of 7. They spoke of a sacred role she now shared, a larger destiny entwined with those across the globe. The key's mysteries deepened as Elizabeth peered through her microscope, revealing the tiny yet profound inscription, "One of 7, the truth shall set you free." Her heart raced as her screen showed security footage of 6 strangers, each receiving a similar message. These fellow seekers were scattered across the earth. With resolve, Elizabeth devised a plan. She tucked the key within a Bible's pages, a strategic hiding place for the newfound artifact. Utilizing her computer, she recorded a wary message, cautioning others about the dangerous syndicate lurking in the shadows, threatening their awakening mission. As if prompted by fate, a message flashed on her phone. "Rome, seek the Guardian." Without delay, Elizabeth booked a flight, setting forth on a journey entwined with peril and promise. As the plane took flight, Elizabeth pondered her path. This was just the threshold of discovery. With the first key safely hidden, she ventured onward, ready to unearth the Testament Codex's secrets, steeling herself against the intertwining threats of ancient legends and modern-day cryptic orders. Welcome, dear viewers, to an unfolding saga where history converges with a contemporary quest. In Episode 2, titled The Guardian's Oath, we delve into the heart of the Vatican. Father Thomas, a dedicated security expert, is meticulously absorbed in his duties within the revered Vatican archives. His attention unwavering until a chime signals an incoming email. The screen flickers with a video from Elizabeth, shedding light on an ancient enigma, the Testament Codex. The revelation resonates deeply within him, just as the atmosphere shifts with an alarm's urgent wail, a breach in this sanctuary of secrets. Responding with instinctual precision, Father Thomas navigates the labyrinthine corridors, his destination clear, Section C. There, amid the sacred scrolls, stands Miriam Cohen. Bearing the distinguished credentials of the Israeli Antiquities Authority, Miriam's presence signifies a shared destiny, a mission uniting unlikely allies to protect history's fragments from disintegration. Their paths, now entwined, hold the promise of adventure and the specter of danger. A mutual focus sharpens their resolve as they face the daunting task ahead. Miriam's presence isn't a mere coincidence, but a pivot in the narrative. Though Elizabeth's call hasn't reached her, the theft of part of the Dead Sea Scrolls last week did. Intriguingly, the thief's clue, a symbol matching Elizabeth's key, brought her here. Together, in this sanctum of knowledge, they pore over the ancient scrolls. Markings within them unfold a mystery, revealing coordinates pointing ominously towards the Jordan Valley. This newfound knowledge cements their collaboration into a pact. Just as their collective realization dawns, a jarring alarm signals a security breach. In a swift, chilling twist, a masked figure materializes, weapon drawn. The air crackles with tension. Instantly, survival instincts take the helm as Thomas and Miriam duck for cover. The dimly lit archives echo with sporadic gunfire. In a swift, creative maneuver, Thomas utilizes an incense burner to create a cloud of smoke, momentarily shrouding them in its protective cover. The veil provides precious seconds to slip into hidden corridors, their retreat both tactical and fortuitous. In volatile moments following their escape, Father Thomas, amidst the unfolding chaos, documents an essential message for Elizabeth. New intelligence emerges about a shadowy figure, the Collector, who seeks the very fragment they aim to protect. Warned and prepared, Thomas relays instructions for Elizabeth to connect with Marcus Reed in Cairo, another vital player in this grand tapestry, safeguarding the third fragment. With the immediate danger behind them, the duo embarks on a road-bound journey towards the arid expanse of the Jordan Valley. In the car, the landscape blurs by, yet time seems to expand as understanding gestates within their silent camaraderie. The weight of expectations and the echoes of a shared purpose define their drive, shaping a narrative of diligence and determination. The episode draws near with our intrepid duo zooming along the open road. In Father Thomas's hands is not just an ancient scroll, but a piece of humanity's history, a key to the past that holds the potential to unlock future mysteries. As they venture deeper into the heart of the Jordan Valley, viewers are invited to speculate, anticipate, and yearn for the next chapter, where the spiritual and astonishing embrace awaits. In the heart of Cairo, a city that thrums with history and mystery, a series of break-ins at sacred churches sent ripples of unease through its ancient streets. These weren't ordinary thefts. Irreligious hands had stripped away not treasures, but something far more significant, pieces of a forgotten legacy. Amongst this chaos stood Marcus Reed, a man once ensnared by the allure of shadows and shadows' wealth, now on the path of redemption. His past as a thief had become his greatest asset, but now he wielded it as a tool for good, consulting with the very establishments he once might have targeted. Inside one resonating church, amidst a cacophony of alarms and subdued mayhem, Marcus examined a display case, fractured and empty, save for lingering whispers of secrets. Just as the scene began to focus, Marcus was met with the stern gaze of Detective Sarah West. She was the embodiment of law, unwavering, sharp, and a mirror to Marcus's reformed ways. The relics might lie in scattered peace, but the thrilling heartbeat of what was taken posed a bigger question, a missing fragment of an ancient script that even gold could never equal. The mystery of this vanished fragment pulled Marcus and Sarah into reluctant partnership. As they peered into the glowing screen of a security monitor, a figure caught Marcus's eye. The man wore a ring emblazoned with the kind of symbol that never really leaves the corners of one's mind. a symbol that entwined the echo of Marcus's past indiscretions at a long-abandoned museum. Both Marcus and Sarah, each bound by duty both spoken and unsaid, realized the time had come for action, for redemption with every bead of sweat, every shared glance. Just as a plan was conceived, reality rang out loud and clear. A phone call. It was Father Thomas, a figure cloaked in intrigue whose words danced around vital intel, pointing them towards another destination, the hanging church. Marcus and Sarah took to the streets, their urgency heightened with every turn and step amidst the bustling city life breathing around them. Within the ancient stone embrace of the hanging church, Marcus made an astonishing discovery among its silent pillars. A hidden compartment. His heart pounded as his hand reached for a bronze fragment inscribed with ancient wisdom and obscured history. This was the third piece of a map that promised revelation. Yet shadows lurked, growing heavier with the arrival of a masked figure, a voice from the Syndicate, recognizing an unwitting alliance formed for nefarious ends. A fleeting moment of danger demanded swift action. With instinct sharpened by his past life, Marcus crafted a diversion, while Sarah's steadfast presence delivered a clear, resonant warning shot. Harmony in turmoil, they found a path through the arched windows back into Cairo's night, their resolve echoed in silent promises. In solitude, the journey seemed illuminated by flickering candlelight. Marcus recorded a succinct message to Father Thomas, both secure and cryptic. He confirmed the acquisition and agreed on a new course. Alexandria must wait, and Jerusalem beckoned for the elusive fourth fragment. As Marcus pored over the unyielding bronze, lines began to form a pathway not just to discovery, but perhaps to closure. A culmination of the past and a direction for the future. With each shard of history revealed, Marcus felt the weight of destiny. Both he and Sarah, disconnected yet vitally intertwined, stood on the precipice of truth. A truth veiled in fragments, redemption, and an uncertain yet intertwined fate waiting to be forged in the days ahead.
Welcome to an extraordinary tale where history and mystery collide. Journey with twin archaeologists David and Rebecca Lavi as they embark on an adventurous quest through ancient lands, uncovering secrets that the sands of time have long buried. In the heart of Jerusalem, at a secluded excavation site, the twins find themselves standing before a formidable wall adorned with intricate carvings. These symbols, strikingly similar to those described by a trusted ally, pique their curiosity. With excitement and wonder, they begin a meticulous examination, their eyes tracing the patterns that seem to hold secrets of a time long past. The air is thick with anticipation as they prepare to unlock these mysterious codes. Delving deeper into the mysterious symbols, the twins notice a deviation in the pattern, much like pieces of a complex puzzle scattered yet waiting to be solved. The carvings appear to speak a language of their own, whispering secrets that seem to exist beyond the grasp of ordinary understanding. Rebecca, her mind alive with possibilities, takes note of these nuances, feeling them resonate with something within her. Suddenly, Rebecca experiences a moment that defies explanation. As her fingers lightly graze the carvings, a surge of energy passes through her and her world shifts. She glimpses a hidden chamber beneath the sacred western wall, a vivid vision that feels both surreal and profoundly real. This brief but intense insight takes her breath away. It's clear that ever since receiving that mysterious package from Rome, her visions have become stronger, more compelling. The journey advances as the twins explore an ancient underground tunnel guided by manuscripts from Father Thomas. These scrolls, relics from another era, suggest that the elusive fourth fragment was once safeguarded by the enigmatic Knights Templar. As they navigate the dimly lit path, their hearts race, driven by a blend of exhilaration and the weight of history. At a seemingly insurmountable dead end, anticipation mounts. But this is where Rebecca's vision reveals its true purpose. Recalling her recent insight, she begins to interact with the stones, pressing them in a sequence dictated by her earlier revelations. The wall, obedient to the touch of her understanding, slides open to reveal a hidden world, a secret concealed for centuries. Stepping into the chamber, their hearts swell with triumph as they set eyes on a small altar bearing a silver fragment, the fourth piece of their quest. Their sense of accomplishment is palpable, yet their moment of victory is short-lived as the ground trembles ominously. With the tunnel threatening to collapse, they spring into action, driven by instinct and adrenaline. Their escape is a blend of precision and luck, each step propelling them closer to daylight, albeit with hearts pounding in their chests. Upon reaching the surface, danger still lingers. Armed men of the Syndicate, a shadowy organization with sinister intentions, block their path. But the twins are quick-witted, and with a daring act of creativity and resourcefulness, they outsmart their adversaries and slip away to freedom. Now safe, but with the weight of responsibility heavier than ever, David records an urgent message to Marcus, detailing their next destination, Constantinople. They must now seek Michael Chen at Hagia Sophia to seize the next fragment. As the sun sets, painting the sky with hues of resolve and promise, the twins find themselves on a boat, their eyes settled on the fragments. They puzzle together, numbers 3 and 4, revealing glimpses of a map that promises to guide them on the next leg of their remarkable journey.
The story begins in one of the world's most iconic landmarks, Hagia Sophia, a marvel rich in history and layered with the influences of both Christianity and Islam. As the camera pans over its majestic domes and intricate mosaics, the focus shifts to Michael Chen, a passionate historical researcher. With vibrant enthusiasm, he leads a diverse group of tourists through this architectural wonder. He points out the ornate inscriptions that tell stories of the past, effortlessly connecting ancient events to modern experiences. Yet while his audience marvels at the artistry, Michael is suddenly distracted by two familiar faces in the crowd, twins, Rebecca and David, watching him closely. His heart sinks as he recognizes that their presence isn't just a coincidence. For Michael, this moment brings a sense of dread, intensifying his internal struggle. The twins' motives are clear. They are here for the fifth fragment of a powerful artifact that his family has safeguarded for generations. Deep down, Michael wishes to remain detached from the legacy of his grandfather, a guardian of history. Yet he can't shake the feeling that destiny is pulling him back in. Later, we follow Michael back to his apartment, a place filled with mementos of his family's journey and secrets. In the soft glow of candlelight, the narrator invites viewers to join him as Michael approaches a family shrine, years in the making. With cautious hands, he opens a hidden compartment in the altar, revealing a dazzling golden fragment inscribed with a mix of Chinese and Greek symbols. As he gazes at the object, a wave of realization washes over him. The burden his grandfather spoke of is very much alive. 5 generations of his family have sacrificed their lives to protect this very piece of history. Just as he begins to grasp the full weight of his responsibility, a sudden crash shatters the quiet atmosphere. A window bursts open, engulfing the room in a cloud of smoke. The urgency of the moment pulls Michael into action as he flees the chaos, his heart racing. Each twist and turn through the bustling streets of Istanbul reflects his frantic desperation to escape those who threaten the fragment's power. With each leap across rooftops and narrow alleys, he relies on his extensive knowledge of the ancient city's hidden pathways, knowing that history itself is guiding him to safety. The chase leads him into the depths of an ancient cistern. As he descends into the historic underground, he urges Rebecca and David to follow without hesitation. Together, they navigate the dark, dim corridors until they stumble into a hidden chamber illuminated by flickering lights. In this sacred space, the fragments Michael holds suddenly gain meaning as they unite to form something remarkable. A key, not a map, as he once thought. With excitement and urgency, Michael records a message informing anyone who might listen that they now have fragments 3, 4, and 5 combined. Their purpose is clear, but they cannot forget the looming shadow of the Syndicate, growing ever closer with their relentless pursuit. As the video wraps up, we find Michael delving into ancient texts, piecing together their significance. The sense of clarity and purpose resonates within him as he begins to understand the Codex is more than a collection of artifacts. It is a legacy he must honor and protect. The narrative invites the audience to reflect on their own histories, encouraging a deeper look into how legacy shapes our identities and our futures. In the remote highlands of Ethiopia, where time seems to linger and history whispers through the winds, lies a sacred monastery. Within its ancient walls, Sister Agnes stands vigilant, a guardian of secrets buried deep within the sands of time. Her mission is both a calling and a legacy, shielding the profound wisdom housed in this sacred place. On this fateful day, 3 travelers, Michael, David, and Rebecca, emerge from the horizon. Their journey has been long and arduous, marked by the relentless pursuit of something greater than themselves. They approach the monastery, their exhaustion visible, yet overshadowed by determination. What they seek lies within, an ancient fragment of the Testament Codex, integral to their quest. Sister Agnes, aware of their approach, greets them not with words, but with a serene assurance. The cosmos, she believes, has guided them here. Therein lies an ancient library, where Sister Agnes unveils a time-worn Bible. Within its sacred pages glows the 6th fragment, a piece of a larger puzzle that transcends the ages. She reveals the fragment is not just an artifact to be possessed, but a key, a bridge that connects the scattered wisdom of all previous guardians. As understanding dawns upon them, an ominous sound breaks the serenity. The far-off thrum of helicopter blades sends a shiver through the monastery's tranquil air. The Syndicate, their tenacious foe, draws near. Time is not a luxury. Rebecca, sharply sensing the danger, understands the imminent threat. But Sister Agnes, wise and unyielding, urges calm, insisting that the Syndicate cannot complete their sinister design if the 7th fragment eludes them. In a spirited haste, Sister Agnes leads the group into the bowels of the monastery. The echo of defense mechanisms, ancient traps designed centuries ago, springs to life, echoing through the stone halls. As the Syndicate's armed men breach the sanctuary, Sister Agnes chooses to stay. Her path was always to protect, and now she sacrifices her own freedom to ensure theirs. Trusting Rebecca with an ancient scroll, she entrusts them with a final task, to find Grace Hunter in New York, for she is the unknowing 7th guardian. The maze of underground passages bears witness to the trio's resolve. Amidst the echoes of urgency, David records a message for their ally, Elizabeth. His words convey triumph and the weight of Agnes's sacrifice. Fragments 3 through 6 now rest with them, precious remnants of history. Their next destination, New York, holds the promise of meeting Grace Hunter, crucial yet unaware of her destiny. As the group emerges into the open, the silhouette of the monastery fades into the distance. There, in a solemn vigil, Sister Agnes stands, watching from the tower. Her sacrifice is a testament to faith and foresight, ensuring the fragment's wisdom remains in noble hands. One day, when united, they will unveil truths long hidden. Amidst the Ethiopian hills, where landscape and time intertwine, Michael, David, and Rebecca press forward. Each step toward New York carries the weight of their mission and the hope of understanding yet to come. An era brimming with revelations lies ahead, and with Grace Hunter awaiting, the final chapter of their quest draws near. With the echoes of Sister Agnes's blessing, they journey onward, bound by duty and a profound sense of purpose. In the bustling heart of New York City, amidst the noise and haste, our tale begins in the quaint apartment of photojournalist Grace Hunter. She's delving into a cluster of old photographs, oblivious to the momentous discovery that awaits her. Each photograph holds a fragment of history, yet as Grace's eyes sweep over them, one image thrust into the limelight. A news report of a museum heist catches her attention, highlighting the face of Elizabeth Marton. This image bears a powerful symbol, one identical to the talisman swinging around her neck, a memento from her grandmother's mysterious past. Instantly, a flurry of emotions stirs within Grace. The symbol isn't just jewelry, it's a beacon, calling her towards an ancient legacy that her family has safeguarded across generations. As Grace unravels the secrets hidden in the locket, a clandestine fragment unveils itself, reigniting her sense of purpose. Yet before the puzzle can settle in her mind, an unexpected interruption lands at her doorstep. 3 figures, David, Rebecca, and Michael, emerge with an aura of urgency. Identifying themselves as allies of Elizabeth, they bring along with them not only a sense of camaraderie, but an air of mystery. Their visit is a fateful intersection of lives, each participant playing a pivotal role in the genesis of the Guardian saga, intertwined with the Testament of the Codex. Suddenly, the phone rings, piercing the room with an alarming urgency. It's Elizabeth, her voice edged with tension, warning Grace of impending danger. However, before the gravity of her words can sink in, a shockwave shudders through the apartment as danger arrives on their doorstep. A daunting presence of Syndicate agents poised to seize the fragment's power. The scene swiftly shifts to the rooftop. Against the backdrop of the sprawling metropolis, the Guardians are driven into an intense standoff. Each Guardian brandishes their distinct aptitude. Elizabeth brandishes her profound wisdom. Thomas embodies unyielding faith. Marcus defies the laws of physics with his agility. The synchronized twins weave their movements seamlessly, while Michael orchestrates strategy with precision. In the midst of the fray, Grace maneuvers resourcefully, her inner strength unfurling as she navigates through the chaos. Together, they stand as one formidable force, resolute in safeguarding the fragments from falling into malicious hands. With the fragments finally united, a dazzling light erupts, transcending darkness with a profound revelation. Ancient text materializes, unmasking a truth veiled through time. The Testament Codex is not a harbinger of destruction, but a herald of unity, manifesting the ultimate truth that love dispels even the greatest shadows. Blinded by this newfound revelation, the Syndicate's allegiance falters. Their retreat marks a triumph for the Guardians, whose unity withstands the test of darkness. The Codex's secret unfurls, illuminating the Guardians' horizon, guiding the world toward newfound enlightenment. As the harmonious glow of the Codex subsides, Elizabeth acknowledges the bonds forged amongst erstwhile strangers, now a united front with a shared destiny. The Guardians, now a beacon of hope, direct their gaze to an array of sacred sites unveiled by the Codex. The saga concludes with the Guardians standing together on the rooftop. The Codex, pulsating with divine luminescence, encapsulates their mission as a symbol for uniting humanity under the banner of love and truth. Their shared journey, just commencing, embarks on a timeless endeavor to ignite that message worldwide. 7 souls, converged through destiny, proceed unyielding, poised to illuminate the path for a generation anew. 7 strangers brought together by destiny, 7 fragments of an ancient mystery. Show the Guardians uniting in New York from the final episode. Guardians standing in circle, each holding their fragment. The fragments begin to glow, floating from their hands to form a circle in the air. The fragments lock together, creating a complete circular artifact. Blinding light emanates from the Codex, surrounding the Guardians. Ancient text and symbols project around them like a holographic display. The light forms images showing ancient biblical scenes: creation, flood, exodus, crucifixion. Grace, when the 7 become one, the truth shall be revealed. It's not just historical accounts. It's showing connections between faiths, prophecies fulfilled across centuries. The Codex reveals a map of the earth with 7 points of light, the 7 sacred sites, just as the ancient texts foretold. The Guardians